you don't want to down another person, period. But for black women, it takes so hard. Takes so much longer for us to get up there.
Yeah.
So when one finally gets there, we want to be proud and happy for her. But see, she getting on my nerves.
Uh oh.
This close.
No, not that close. That's very close.
It's very close.
So how's it going without Will? I mean, where did he go?
He went. Where did Will go? Did he go to? It wasn't a bank.
Oh, he left. He's
gone.
He got out.
Right, all the way out. He's free, like all the rest of you people.
Yeah, well, good for him. And now I'm even prouder for him.
Right. He got out.
Yeah, at first I thought, oh, he went to a different station. No, he's actually decided.
Going. I can't remember the email. Lyle sent out one and said he was going somewhere, but I'm pretty sure it's better hours, less stress.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
for probably better money.
You got to kill yourself for it. They keep telling it's TV news is a 24-hour job. I said not for me. I'm hourly.
Yeah. For who?
Salary. Yeah, y'all got to come in. Y'all got to work.
Yeah.
Y'all got to sleep over here on this thing here, but no, not me. I'm hourly.
But aren't you doing everything from home?
Mm-hmm.
That's so awesome.
It is at times.
No, that's awesome.
Because I can't call in sick.
Oh. They got you there.
I can't say I'm sick. I can't work. But now I have a lot of vacation time.
Do you?
And I'm going to take it.
Yeah, where you gonna go?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, you gotta plan this kind of
I
thing.
got Florida next weekend though.
What's going on next weekend?
My best friend's birthday.
Oh.
So
where y'all going to celebrate?
Where?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know yet.
She
said Orlando, but I don't know like places or whatever.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm going to act up.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, act up.
Lots of alcohol.
Oh, that kind of act up.
Right.
Getting wild, eh? That sounds like fun.
It is. Okay.
So, well, we're already recording.
I'm pretty sure that you already sat down and got comfortable.
But so I don't know exactly how we're gonna edit into this, but this is Nikki Frierson.
Hello.
And
we've been talking already.
Yeah, we've been talking, catching up. You may have seen a little bit of that or not. I don't know what I left in. Because we're just talking trash.
Pretty much.
This is interesting or exciting for me because we used to work together at WIS for, I don't know, years.
It really wasn't that long though. It felt like it.
Yeah.
I guess because that's just TV age, maybe.
Yeah, I was there for 4 years. That's all.
But see, when I got there in that June of 14, you left in December.
Really?
Because I became full time.
I think it does feel like it was longer.
Right.
Dang.
It's just we've known each other after that.
Yeah.
So.
And.
But I'm also mouthy and I'm very memorable.
Yes. You also have a good sense of humor. It's easy to edit video for hours or sit in the audio booth for hours if you can laugh and.
Right. Because if you sit in there, you can't get along with other people that you're working with.
Yeah.
You're gonna be doing this the whole time.
Yep. And so I think all of us had like a lot of laughs.
Right.
That was my favorite memory of working there.
That was probably. I still work there, and that's still my favorite.
Dang! Ouch!
All I got now is Key and Shalanda, and I can't see them.
Yeah. So because of quarantine, you're editing from home. And when I was there, you were doing like what was like camera and Chiron and audio.
Oh yeah, I was doing like all that stuff. Now I'm just editing.
Just editing. That's kind of nice.
It is, but I miss audio. I do.
But didn't they get a new board?
But nobody mans it. Nobody works it. It's all automated now.
See, well then how are you the audio person with that?
You're not.
Oh.
The TNP director. They control everything now. The only thing they can't control is editing. So they just need an editor. They don't need a camera person. You don't need directors. Graphics operator or audio operator. You don't need any of that.
Dang.
They work it all by code. It's pretty much coding.
Dang.
Yep.
Poor Shalanda.
Oh, it's annoying to them. And I'll finish editing. Like I'll start editing 3:30, 4 o'clock, and I'm done at 5:30, 5:45. I'm done, and they're still sitting there. Nikki, you make me sick. I'm like, the Lord knew that I was not going to be able to work that kind of job because we know how I am. Yeah, anything that pisses me off, I'm like, so no.
Here's my list of grievances. Just go ahead and send us all email all the way to the top. Dear GM.
Whoever you may be at this point in time.
Yeah. It used to be you and you and you. I'm still CCing
all of y'all. All of you. All y'all can get this. All y'all can get this email.
I hate it
but
here.
You thought this way. Yeah, you did.
There's like a whole chain of emails. Like, yes.
That's exactly how it goes.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm still there.
Well, I mean, that's good.
12 years. It's time to go.
Dang, have I been gone so long?
You left in 14, 6 years ago.
It's true. It has been a while.
But has it been not better?
It's been an interesting journey, to say the least. The work has been great. Work life has been great.
Right.
But life is I was like, I think for my 40s, I just want a goal of like a life that just like does this, and it's like just a straight line.
Straight line?
Yeah, where it's
no bumps,
no detours.
How's that working out for you?
Well, I'm like, what is this? Maybe 6 months into it, so pretty good so far.
Well, I turned 40 in August, so it's been pretty much the same.
Yeah. What are your goals for 40? What you gonna do?
Hopefully.
Or 4Ds.
Leaving South Carolina.
Nice. Where?
Hopefully, Texas.
Texas.
It's strange. I chose Texas. I mean, but for some reason, like that's what's been.
But
not on my mind, but like every time I see something is about Texas and living there, and not only that, you get more bang for your buck buying a house, and eventually I want to buy a home.
Yeah.
South Carolina, you gonna get like.
I know.
Something the size of your kitchen for $200,000, and I'm like, so where do I sleep?
Yeah, and it's not even like a tiny house either.
No, and that's funny because tiny houses are actually they look like something I would want to live in.
Yeah.
But see, I know I have people with me.
Yeah.
So I can't do a tiny house.
I understand. I think
40s.
You're gonna keep writing. That's definitely one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was.
Have you read the book?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I have not read.
I should have brought you a copy.
You should have.
But see, I didn't know we were going to talk about my book.
Of course. Because you got that one. What was the title?
Blind Attraction.
And then you're also working on them.
To Kill For.
Yeah.
Which actually was supposed to come out at the end of October, but personal reasons got pushed back.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's hopefully the end of next week. It'll be out, available on Amazon.
Now, have you been able to do you have like a I don't know how any of this works. Is there like a publisher or a distributor or Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
And that you can
self-publishing.
And I was just talking to another guy, Artie Joyner, about how music you can do that with music now. So you can do that with being an author then. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, it's been neat because a lot of people that I didn't know, well, actually that I don't know, have read the book, and the reason they've read the book is because of my friends. They push it off on, you should read this, and then they sent back a couple of my friends. Their friends sent pictures of them with their books, or whatever, and they sent them to me.
Yeah.
So it was like it went out like you think just people that you know would buy your book, and that's about it.
But other people.
But you didn't think that it was like just other people that don't even know you have your book.
That's cool though, right? That's like the goal.
Right, it is the goal, but it's like you still don't think it's going to get that far because it's like your first one.
Yeah.
And like for me, like I told them, I'm like, okay, now I know I got some errors in this book. There's some misspellings everywhere. And they were like, who cares? You've had because I procrastinated forever.
Now, is it a procrastination born from anxiety or just...
I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll sit there and hold on to something because I don't think it's ready.
I understand.
So
I agree.
Just sit there.
100%. There's a whole computer full of music that's just
sitting there.
I'm like, when am I ever going to get an opportunity to do something? And it's like, your part of your brain's like, well, you could release all the stuff you have. And you're like, shut up. That's not what I mean.
You telling right? That's exactly how it goes. You're fighting with yourself. So you know, one day you gotta just like say, screw it, and just push it out there. And you never know. You might get someone to call you and be like, I need more.
Yeah.
So,
well, I need to know what happens.
Right. So, and see, for this one, how I tied it off was in the epilogue of the first book, you know that there's going to be a second because of the characters that are mentioned in the epilogue. Mm-hmm. So that ties into the next book, and then the characters. In this book's format is totally different from the first one.
Okay.
Because in the first book, it was just pretty much his and her viewpoints. So it would just bounce back from him to her, him to her. Mm-hmm. Now in this one is him, her, bad guys.
Bad guys.
Right. And so, because in the first one it was like just their interaction with the bad guy, not the bad guy having his own chapter. You know, so like in this one it has him, her, you know, the bad guy and their plan and all, you know, their little plot, evil plot and whatnot, and then it jumps back from him to her, you know, probably his interaction with the bad guy. It's
okay. It's a little more complex.
It's a little bit more extended, yeah. And so, because in the first one it was just romance, whatever, and see, but then I had to have, you know, you have to have a, what do you call it? Tip of my tongue, can't think of it. You have to have
an incident or something.
Yeah, something to kind of like. You can't just all be happy. It's not gonna always be happy.
Oh, you need some drama.
Right, you need some, there you go. That's the word. You need drama. Okay. You need something dramatic to happen. And so I was like, I added more in the second book, more drama, more, you know, more issues and things and that kind of thing.
So these people's lives aren't going like this.
No. It's definitely up and down. Oh. So yeah, I enjoy writing. I've always enjoyed writing.
I remember you sitting in the audio booth like writing or typing or. So yeah.
Yes, that's why I wrote the first book, the one that I published, because I had more before that. But I would be writing at work, and so I just said, you know, let's try it, let's see what happens. So now I'm at home. I have 2 computers, but I'm working on. Are
you editing video on one and then like writing?
No, I have 3 computers. I have.
Okay, I have 10 computers. All right, 10.
I have 2 on my personal desk, and then I have 1 that I work on.
Okay.
For work.
Yeah.
So, but it's something, especially trying to juggle 2 different stories at a time. That's what I'm doing.
Oh goodness, you got 2 different. Okay. So you got the one with the drama. What's the other one?
And then the other one is one that I wrote. I started writing since like 2008. And I spoke to this girl from South Carolina State. And she writes for Paramount. And she was telling me that they were looking for more.
You can sell your story.
Right. And because I told her I have one was more like supernatural. And she was like, when I'm done with that one, she would really want to read that one because that sounds like something that they're looking for to make a TV show or something like that. And so I was like, I need to go ahead and get on that one too. Yeah. But then I'd already started this, so I was like, okay, day 1 here, day 2 here. So now I have to pretty much
go back and forth. But that's really cool. So hopefully they can get it picked up and we'll see it on TV, see it on Netflix. Right. And then I'll probably be hitting you up for $1.
How much do you need?
Yeah. Man, ever since you wrote that story, I'll take, I don't know, $400,000. I hope. How much you ever got, you know, just lying around? How much
you got, you know, that you can give to a nice soul like mine?
She just left it on red. Man, ever since she sold that story,
can't even talk to her anymore. Yeah. Call her.
All I was trying to do was borrow $400,000.
Oh, but I mean, hopefully, I mean that is pretty much. I would love to see.
Yeah.
I would love to see one of my stories. Yeah.
You're gonna get that.
Let's hope so. Nah, I really have to give you something because you know you sealed it.
Yeah, he knocked on wood. It's all his fault.
That means it's gonna happen.
Now, yeah. But I better be clear. I hope that you get this thing at Paramount. So I don't want something bad to happen. Be like, yeah, that was you. Remember when you knocked on the table? You said something would happen. You didn't clarify the something.
You didn't say the something. If it was going to be good or bad. But I mean, yeah. something good.
Something good.
Something good.
Good. Beneficial to the life.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That's cool. So, do you, when you're sitting down to write a story, does it like just
Come to me.
yeah, or do you like how do?
Let me say how I get my ideas is when I'm just about to go to sleep.
Okay.
So like if I'm laying in bed, my brain never really shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I have the TV off, I'm just in darkness, but I'm still thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And if I come up with an idea, I'll turn on the light, I grab my notepad, and I'll write it down. So I have like different pages of different story ideas.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I'll go to that, even if it's not for like the actual story itself, but to add into another story. I use it. And that's
Okay.
how it works.
That's cool. I didn't know if it was just like I wrote this book in a weekend because it just
It can
like
be
it
done.
like it just
Flows.
spills out of you or whatever.
And what's so funny is the fact that I can write it, because like I have composition notebooks of stuff that I've written.
Mm-hmm.
But then once you've written it out the one time, you don't feel like going back to retype. And I mean, and type what you've written. That's one of the things that's annoying to me. So now I don't write down any of my ideas.
You need a typist, someone that'll type your
That's
idea. That way you can just copy and paste.
Just tell them I can't pay you right now, but you know, if this happens, then we can talk. We can talk about money.
Well, we can talk about it.
I have 2 daughters, so maybe I can get one of them to do it.
Yeah, in fact, I was be like, that's one of your chores from now on.
Write this, type this out.
Yeah.
Type what? This whole notebook.
Right
I
here.
need that done by tomorrow.
By tomorrow. Someone else needs it done, not me. Someone else.
Someone else. But that's how they come to me, and sometimes even I'll be out, like just riding, driving, whatever, and I'll get an idea. But if I don't have anything to write it on, I'll forget it. And so like now I'm like, but I have a phone.
I know.
I just put it in my notes and just keep it moving. So I do that sometimes when I'm thinking about it.
The phone is an amazing piece of technology.
What would we have done? Like you think back when there were no cell phones as opposed to now.
Yeah.
If we were like that now, what would we do? Like you couldn't. I couldn't call you because I know he's not at home. So
yeah, you
got a cell phone.
You would know everybody's schedule. That's like you used to know. And then remember we used to be able to. There's a comedian that jokes about this, James Gregory, I think, where he talks about like how you used to be able to like know someone's ring, even though it was the same ring.
You know that was the person calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before. But it's just kind of weird because now it's like if you're not at home, well then if you weren't at home, then you couldn't get the call.
Yeah.
You had, and then like eventually they had answering machines, but then if I took the tape out, yes, answering machines had tape. Yes. And when you took the tape out and just so happened to misplace it, then can't leave a message either.
No, I was just gonna say something. I got distracted by the tape in the answering machine. What was I gonna say? Because it was about that. Oh technology. No! Have you seen Chris Rock's Tambourine on Netflix?
I haven't.
He has a bit about like relationships and texting and how he was married for so many years, but he thinks that should really be double because you have constant access to the other person.
Right.
And he's like, I'm just walking out the door, walking to the car, getting in the car, driving the car. Yeah. And it's like. Where he's like, we're talking about, whenever he was younger, his dad got up and went to work, and his parents didn't talk or see each other
all day
until he came back home.
Right. But then it's different now because now you can say, so what are you doing? And you can text back, guess what this chick said to me at work? And then he's got to be like, I'm so mad I asked. I regret asking now because now she's gonna text me for the rest of the day.
Yeah, or
nothing.
They're both texting all day.
Look, and then now you have nothing to say. Well, babe, how was your day when you got home?
Yeah,
because you already know.
Yeah, and you're still supposed to feign some sort of emotional reaction about it,
no.
like you just heard it for the first. I'm still upset that you told me at 10 a.m.
that Jessica did what she did.
So and so at work. I can't believe that. I mean, I said that already like 10 times today.
But that's how it is. Yeah, he's right though. I mean, if you look at it, yeah, because you're pretty much your entire day now is with your significant other or your spouse. Because when you get up in the morning, you saying bye, By the time you get outside and down the street, they probably text you. I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
I need such and such and such.
Yep. Can you pick up that?
I wish I didn't have a cell phone. Sometimes I wish I didn't even have a phone. So people be like, "Well, I tried to get in contact with you. Yeah, I don't have a phone.
Yeah.
You don't want a cell phone? Nope.
Nope. I got an address. You can mail.
You
get,
can mail.
Get yourself some stamps.
Mail. Right. Write it down. Old school.
Have a pen pal. Bring that back.
I'm like, and most people don't even have house phones anymore. So
I don't.
See, I don't either.
Or cable.
I don't have that either.
I haven't had cable in a lot of years though. People are like, I finally cut the cord, and I was like, I don't think
Big,
I've had cable
right.
since like 2003.
I haven't. When I moved into my parents' house, I got the Wi-Fi and everything that I needed, and I had cable TV, but then no one was watching it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? This is an extra $80-something I can keep. So I was like, screw that.
Very easy decision.
Right. Okay. It wasn't hard at all.
Yeah. Especially when you're like, I could spend like $15 a month on Netflix and just when I want to watch what I want to watch.
But see, now that's the problem. They have too many different streaming services. I have Hulu, Prime, Netflix. I have one called Peacock.
That's free though, isn't it?
No, but see, because like I was watching, what's the name of the show?
Is it some sort of Law and Order?
What's the Kevin Costner show? You know
Oh, Yellowstone.
That's what I was watching, but I couldn't watch.
You and every other woman I know is like Yellowstone.
I love that show. Check it out. It is very. I got so hooked on it.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
A friend of mine recommended it to me, and I ended up passing him watching the show. He was like, "So where are you?" I'm like, "Oh man, I'm done with season 2. I gotta find out how to get to season 3." And then he was like, "Well, it's on YouTube TV." That's another streaming service.
Oh yeah.
But see, he has that, so I use his to watch season 3.
You can do some trades, like, all right, I'll hook you up with Hulu.
If you hook me up,
I got Disney Plus.
I have that. I had the Hulu package.
Okay.
I don't even use ESPN. So I was like, I needed some. I'm like, I was asking people, do you watch ESPN? Because I can give you my information if you want to watch that. I mean, because I have the Hulu, HBO.
Has there really been anything going on ESPN with quarantine?
Except for people just.
I saw where there's like baseball games with cutout people.
They had what was it?
Or football game or something.
They had video gamers playing basketball.
Oh boy.
And they actually had this on ESPN. I couldn't understand. I was like, so I'm watching them play a game.
So basically, ESPN is like, so what if we made a YouTube about
people playing games and put it on TV? And that's exactly what they were doing.
Well, my kid's generation is definitely ready for that sort of streaming, where it's just like
I never
5-minute show.
I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I still don't understand. What do you get out of watching someone else play a game? And my nephews, they do it.
They love it. I don't
get it.
You know, and I can watch it with them, and there's sometimes some witty stuff, but most times it's just like, and now I'm like narrating what you're watching them do.
They have adults playing with Play-Doh and playing with kid toys and making burgers that are plastic.
Like with their kids?
No.
Oh.
Right. That's the thing that kind of gets me. I'm sitting there like, but you're an adult. But I guess it's paying your bills because you have over 1 million people watching this.
So yeah, maybe they should go get some Play-Doh. It'd be like
and
rolling snakes,
making burgers and all kinds of stuff. And I'm sitting there, I'm like,
Play-Doh giraffe, like.
And I'm like, what do y'all get out of this? None of them can answer me.
They must get something. It must be.
I have no clue. I honestly have no clue.
Hmm.
Maybe it's their version of how we were fascinated by whatever.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting it. It's still not registering to me. But also I can look at a bunch of TikTok videos all day long.
Yeah, you and my daughter both. Chill. Jeez Louise. Oh, and my son, he's all the time texting me like it'd be like some video? I don't get, but it's like TikTok, and I'm like, why? Where's the humor in this?
Some of them find funny.
But he thinks they're hilarious. Like him and his friends think it's hilarious.
Hilarious, you're right. So yeah, it's.
So
technology has very much, I wouldn't say improved, but it has very much taken over the world.
Yeah, I think it's made the access it's given a lot of people, like me included, I think it's cool.
Right.
I do like that. There are some other things where it's like, well, you know, like you hear people talking about the death of the expert, to where like no one can be an expert on anything.
Right.
Someone's always got something to say. And,
That's how it is now.
yeah, I can see that, and that sucks. Like, you know, some people are just good at things. Like,
right.
if you think
and
the world,
some people just suck.
Yeah, if you think the world is flat.
Wait, it's not.
No.
Oh, sorry.
I saw you posting all those flat Earth stuff.
It definitely killed my theories there. Thank you.
Well, I mean, you know, if you look out, it does not. It looks pretty level. You know?
I mean, yeah. Only those people that have been in space know the truth.
Yeah.
We're just guessing now. I guess.
If they've really been in space, if you believe that sort of thing.
Nope. I think they might have been on Warner Brothers. Their set.
Yeah. The moon.
They were in stage 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's. I think it is now. That type of stuff is actually not saying it actually makes the world go round, but it's pretty much it makes people's lives, I guess you could say, because if they don't have their phone, they're gonna lose their minds. If it's like, okay, where's my phone? And you ever seen where they're like, you know, don't let your spouse or whatever get your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're in the shower,
where's my phone?
And my
yeah.
And you can like you got your phone, you about to lose. Oh my God, you gonna die. See, it's stuff like that. I mean, it's for some reason if you don't have your phone or whatever technology that you use the most, it's like a part of you is gone. You missing a limb
or something. Yeah.
I have to shut my phone off sometimes.
I believe it.
And I do that because I'm on social media so much.
Yes. For those of us that follow you.
I'm on social media so much. I realize it's too much.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like on Facebook, but that's the only way I communicate with my friends. Like I don't go out. I'm not a social person, so I don't go to parties and you know hang out at bars or you know social events. You know, I'm not a socialite of the season, but you know that's the only place I can say, hey, how you doing? You know, how things been going?
I think a lot of like creative people are like that though, or it's like there's
stay to themselves.
Well, they stay themselves. I mean, especially if you're introverted. It's like on the internet, you've seen those memes where like the big strong dog is like, you know, introvert on the internet, which is a little like weak dog, like introvert in real life. Like it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how I am.
Yeah.
Like in person, people who know me.
I can talk for days.
Right.
Texting.
People who know me know, okay, if I start talking, then okay, she's gonna talk forever. But if I don't really know a person like that, I'll try to hold conversation. But other than that, I'm sitting there like this.
Yeah. So.
Right. Now with social media.
Yeah. Yeah. All day long.
Posting pictures all day long. So I realized like, you know what? I need to just shut my phone off for a while. So I shut it off for a couple of hours in a day. And then I'll go back. But then sometimes I've already got like so many messages and I'm like, oh God, I was off for about 2 hours.
The benefit of being in your 40s is like no one texts you anymore. Like my kids text me, and every once in a while their mom might text me about something. But
social life is dead.
Yeah, it's like you ever like not looked at your phone in 4 hours and went back and there's
nothing,
like,
no notifications.
No, yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm so unimportant now. Like
nothing. No one liked me. No one liked anything. Dang.
No one cares. No one cares about me. Goodness gracious.
And you see that little one pop up, you're like, oh, there it is. So and so like then it's like someone liking somebody else's comment that you commented. You're like, oh, it's not even for me.
It's for the daggone. Screw it. And me, sometimes I just like, I don't want any notifications for this anymore.
Yeah, right. It's like, oh, you're.
Nobody wants to like my comment on the comment. I don't want any notifications for this.
Boring ass conversation anyway.
I don't even want to talk to y'all anymore. Just take it off. Did you see what so-and-so said? No. I had better things.
Was it after what I said? Yeah, then no. I didn't see their stuff.
I got busy.
Yeah, it's like, you've been sitting right there all afternoon. Busy.
Busy doing other things.
You go, I got stuff to do.
I'm a writer. I'm thinking of new things.
Yeah.
And see, you like, I'm thinking of new music.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, there's music.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's not what you're doing.
Yeah, no.
It works though. I mean.
Yeah, sometimes I think of like, I'd love to do some new music right now, but all the work I would have to do new music.
Is it really that hard?
It can be a lot of work.
I mean,
sure.
I know it's hard for me because I can't play an instrument at all. So,
I mean, especially if you get into like, all right, let's time to program some drums, and then you're playing the bass. You know, I mean, if you're doing all of that.
So see, me, that would be my department. See, I couldn't play an actual instrument. I would play the buttons. That's what I'll call it, the buttons.
The buttons. There's a lot of buttons. You can get a.
It's a little bit thing you used to have when you were little.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's me, all in a nutshell. Take a bow.
There you go.
That's all I got.
There's a lot of people that make a lot of money doing that
Just hitting the buttons.
That exact same thing. So don't knock it.
I wouldn't feel to consider myself. I guess I would say consider myself a musician or an artist. I mean, that is an art. No knocking it. But I would want to be in the. I don't want to say in the thick of it, but I would want to know how to play an actual instrument. So I would know. So when people say, "Oh, well, that's the E chord," oh yeah. No, me don't know what the hell the E chord is. All I know is I've heard it before.
Yeah, I've heard of the E chord.
I've heard of that before. That's all I can throw out there to you.
Yeah. Hey.
F sharp.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Right. See?
All right.
See?
Two things.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Well.
That's all I got.
I'm sure you can make a living doing those two things.
I'll stick to writing.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe you can write about a musician who has drama.
I'll stick to writing about romance and shooting people. I know a lot about those things. I've never shot anyone.
I'm glad you clarified that. I was like, do tell. Do tell.
I've never shot anyone. I've been wanting to shoot a few people, but...
Yeah? Well, you know, you had your chance, but the election's over now.
No more guns?
No.
Oh, well, you know, the uprising.
Yeah.
They said it was like a spike in apparently gun sales.
Of course. Oh, I know lots of people who were like...
My mom bought a gun.
Yeah.
My mom bought one.
Definitely thinking about it.
Oh, I'm going to get one, but for me, it's just... I want to be able to like go to a gun range, and if I'm just angry, just shoot until I'm better.
Yeah.
I don't want to shoot people. I just, just to practice. If I have to, then I got good aim. I can shoot you. But other than that, I'm not really into just walking around thinking I'm Billy Badass with a gun.
Right.
And see, I think like most people now, that's the thing. Just because of all the crap that's been going on, that they feel that they should have a gun and walk around with it. But then if something happens that was totally... They could have controlled that, meaning they didn't have to take the gun.
Yeah.
But you had the gun anyway. Why did you have the gun?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like now it's just, people are just scared, I think, for no reason.
I mean, definitely the past year, like with the election cycle or whatever, I definitely heard like a lot of people being, saying that this next civil war, the race war, and you're like, what?
Right, like, do I have to leave? Like, do I have to get my kids' passports together?
Yeah, we can't leave because of quarantine. I mean, where are you gonna go now?
I'm finding a boat. No, I'm on a boat.
Yeah, just rented this boat and never went back.
That just she never came back with that boat. Then people, did you really think she was coming back? But it just, I think a lot of this could have been prevented if the previous president would have actually, instead of fanning the flames, if he would have just stoked the flames. Like if he just would have just calmed people down instead of adding to it so he could get more. I think he did it just to use them to get votes. I think he used them to try and get all the votes that he could to stay in the White House again.
Mm.
But it didn't work. And what makes me mad is the fact that, like, I tell a lot of my friends, I'm not racist to say, I'm not racist, period. But it's a thing being pro-black and then being just pro-life altogether. Yeah. I'm for both.
Yeah.
And I have to be for both because I am black. And I do have other friends that are not black.
Right.
So I'm for every one under this sky here, living together. I'm not for my people because of this, or I'm not for these people over here because y'all ain't white, y'all ain't black, y'all don't understand our problems. That's not the point. The point is we're supposed to be able to live the same. We're supposed to be able to love one another and get along together. Not to sit here and say, "Oh, you're not gonna have problems, you're not gonna have drama." Yeah, you always have that. It's life, but not to the point where it's people are dividing because of race. And some people can't divide because of race because you have children who have both races.
That's right.
So what you gonna do with those kids? You can't split them.
Yep.
I'm gonna take this half. You take this half.
Or how do they like? One of the things I'm really interested in is like mixed people, how they feel they fit in,
right?
I mean, the world, America in general.
And see, most Americans still go by that 1%, whatever thing that they had a long time ago, back when they still felt that slaves.
I mean, it wasn't like 1,000 years ago.
It was only.
It
when slaves was a thing.
It was barely like.
I mean, it's not even that old, which makes that even more sad because it's not even that far back that they still use that to tell you what race you were.
Yeah.
Your great grandfather was black. You're black. What's the movie with Matthew McConaughey? Free State of Jones.
Oh.
And I guess it was his great grandson or whatever, was on trial because he looked white, but he wasn't. I think it was him or was it a girl? I can't remember. Whoever. Y'all know what I'm talking about if they've seen it. But
well, if I've learned that if you don't know, the internet will certainly
they'll correct you. Yes, but it was the fact that he did end up falling in love with a black woman, and they had a child, but the child was the baby's skin was so fair, the baby could have passed for white. And I think in the end, that's how they had to save that child, was pass the baby off, so the baby would live. But then it came back because they found out that the guy on trial was half black because his great grandmother was, or something like that. I can't remember how it went.
Interesting.
But I'm like, they went that far to say, "Well, we're gonna try you as a black man because your ancestors from way back when."
I think that kind of admits that there's two different ways people get treated. They've done it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's annoying. It annoyed me, and like I told him, I'm like, I don't hate Trump as a person. I hate his ideals because he didn't have any. He really didn't have a moral compass that anyone wanted to follow, except the idiots that were following him. And all of them used him. If you look at it, everybody in the house, they were using him to do what they needed to do for them.
Yep, they're still there too,
and they're still there, which is still funny to me because if you're gonna rig an election, we're gonna rig it all the way down. Yep. We're gonna get him out. We're gonna get him out. Her. We're gonna rig it all, not just the presidency.
Yeah. Why would you only partially cheat?
If anything, I'm gonna go for the gusto.
Yeah.
For everything. But I mean, I'm glad that it's. I don't know if it's over or not because he said he wasn't going quietly, and I really do believe him on that.
Yep. I was talking to some friends earlier, and they're kind of saying the same thing. I was just like, if he's truly a narcissist,
he is.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, if he is truly one,
right,
he'll never even realize that it was his fault that he lost. That's not how narcissists work.
They don't think it's their fault at all.
It's everybody else's fault.
Yep.
And so, because someone was like, I wonder if he feels bad, and I was like, I don't think he feels like, if you're a narcissist, like, you don't feel like that. Like, you're thinking about it like a normal person.
Right, but you're not. it's not registering that. Hey, maybe if I hadn't said this, then this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, because I made a post the other day, and I was saying, had he come in and kept things the way they were and improved on that, then we as a whole, we as people wouldn't think, oh, well, Trump is just stupid. If he'd have came in and speaking like someone that actually wanted to make the country better, then okay, people would have probably considered re-electing him for 4 more years because he didn't do anything to damage the country. You see what I'm saying? everything he's done has never been for this country. I don't think anything's been. In his mind, he thinks that it's for the country, but in the back of his mind, it's for him.
Okay.
It's like he's saying, "I'm doing this for us," and this, but in his head saying, "I'm doing this for me."
Well, that's like he didn't. People are like, well, he didn't even take the money for being the president. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't even get paid. And it's like, well, he was like sending, like, usually military people, when they get sent overseas, stay at like an American military base or something. But they were staying at his places overseas, and he was charging the country for that.
So he was getting paid.
So he was getting, you know what I mean? So it's like.
Right. I mean, he was still doing something for himself.
Yeah.
I don't understand. And then the fact that he only paid $700 and something in taxes.
I know, right?
That pissed me all the way off.
How rich do you have to be before you can take advantage of that loophole? Because can I take advantage of it then?
I don't know, because I'm broke and I still pay more taxes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like it's
like
I don't know. It was just.
Because we all know about the loophole now.
Right. And so for me, I'm saying, so that's why you didn't want to ever release these. Now you had to, and now we know.
Yeah, so if anybody out there knows sound financial planning about people with no money.
Let us know. Let us know now, because we need help. Because I'm like, I've paid more taxes than him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's sitting here with Trump Towers and Trump Hotels and all these little places and places in Florida and all this stuff, and walking around here with his little supermodel wife, and I think they were like, I think she was ready to go after Tuesday. She was already probably packed and out the door.
Yeah. And
halfway down the interstate saying, "Is he coming?"
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll just have to wait till he gets here. We'll wait when he realizes he's lost. Yeah. He'll catch up.
Probably didn't even like take the furniture out of the White House. Just leave it, the pizza box on the floor, like.
Just donate it. Just give it away. We don't even want it. I don't want any memories.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, with all that, I think if he was better at being president the first time, people would have probably considered it. Like, more people would have probably considered it this time.
Well, that's how that works.
I mean, yeah, but he don't. Just like you say, he's a narcissist. I don't think he understands that though.
Oh, well, yeah.
I don't think he realizes that he damaged his own, character.
Well, narcissists don't.
Again, yeah.
So
they don't think about that. So yeah. I mean, it is what it is. We'll see what Joe gonna do. And some people were saying they'd rather vote for Trump because they already know what he's doing than to vote for Joe Biden, because I'm like, but he was already vice president twice. He helped a little bit. I mean, at least I think he did help a little bit being vice president. No?
I mean, I have no idea.
Me neither. So they were like, but we already know what Trump, weren't you alive back when Joe Biden was vice president? Like, just because Obama was president don't mean that he did everything on his own. Like, this vice president is there for a reason. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping he did something. If not, then we ain't swinging on the wing of prayer now, for real.
Well, we might be. I mean,
You don't know.
Yeah, if it always comes down to a lesser of two evils, then it's still the lesser of two evils.
And a lot of people put it like that.
And so,
like, we're screwed either way, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I don't know if we're screwed either way, but even if it was the exact same, but it was like, we're going to take science seriously. We're just going to make one deviation in this one department.
Right.
That would be infinitely better than what was currently there. You know what I mean? Like. That's my opinion.
Right.
My opinion.
I mean, yeah, we all have opinions now. Don't want to see any comments on your pocket. These two are dumb. Yeah. You may get that too.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
that's okay.
Again, it's our opinions. I don't like a lot of. Even though I write drama, I don't like real drama.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that people are so afraid now that they think they have to have a gun just to go to the store, or just to walk down the street, or your kids.
Or to even ponder the idea that, like, a civil war is a thing that could happen.
Right. And there's a lot of people who have said that. You're right, though. There's a lot of people that have said that.
And I don't think they're, like, wrong in thinking that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, it's to that point. It's to the point where people
we're thinking it.
Yeah, where people are like, there's going to be a civil war. And it's like,
right.
You're like, what? You know?
Does everyone in your family have a bulletproof vest? For what?
Yeah.
You don't know. It might happen. I'm like, just let me get through Corona first. Like, I don't even want to go through the Civil War thing, but let's go through one thing at a time. Let's fight this first. You got enough people perishing now from that we don't need guns and grenades in the mix.
Yeah. Grenades. Oh my goodness.
And people own them.
Yeah. I've got a couple myself. Grenades.
Well, that'll stop people.
Yeah.
That'll stop them from coming to you out.
I have 2 that I've collected for the Civil War, so I guess I'm in a good spot.
You're the cannon now.
Yeah.
But
so you walk out in the Civil War with a camera. Wrong cannon, idiot. It's like
see, the way technology is, your phone is Bluetooth to your cannon.
Oh, yeah.
So now you can be in the house and your cannon can be outside, and you can just look at the door and be like, set up your what do you call it, your coordinates.
Yeah. have it follow the footage.
Pretty much.
Well, no, what they did. Be funny. It's like the Civil War, but people are still dressed like back in the day Civil War.
with the blue uniforms.
Yeah,
little muskets and stuff. Oh, this is just for show.
Yeah.
No,
updated weapons, but still.
They got a little spot on your gun where you can slip your phone onto it.
Yeah.
Technology.
So why aren't you shooting? It's like, I am updating Facebook in the middle of this war.
I got 2 on my street.
Yeah.
I'm shocked and amazed to I mean, I'm glad to still be alive, but to be alive and seeing what's going on, that's pretty.
I mean,
we all have our stories though.
Yeah, I remember back in the spring when it was like, COVID, and you were like, it was. I mean, not that everyone followed the rules and all this stuff, but you're just like, that sounds like super bad.
But it was, and the thing about it was here last year this time.
That's what I've heard.
It's just, it was just like, just a bad case of respiratory, issues or whatever. But like, was one of my best friends. They were like, their daughter had it, and she she had a real high temperature, whatever. All the symptoms that they give for COVID is what she had then. Mm-hmm. And she was.
This was before last Christmas.
Mm-hmm. This is before it really hit or whatever, and it was up and down, and she was in the hospital and everything, and they couldn't say what it was exactly, and come to find out, they were pretty much sure. They were like, she had it, they just didn't have a name for it. You know, enough people weren't affected from it for them to.
I know a couple of people that say the same thing about this time last year, where it's like, I was sick for like a month and they couldn't tell me what it was, and it was
like, you sure you got some? You sure that's what you got? Be careful. You sure? You positive? Now it's like, you can't do anything anymore. People are trying now to go out and stuff like that, but other than that, it's pretty much at home, grocery shopping and home. Our favorite trip now is to go to Walmart.
Oh my goodness. But there's not anybody in there anymore. It used to be an entertaining place.
It's all just you call it registers with nobody manning them. You now have to work for yourself. I said, can I get a tax return?
Yeah, for real. I'm gonna fill out my 1099 while I'm here.
Why? Because I'm bringing up my own stuff. So can I get my paperwork?
Yeah, I agree with that. As far as all the self-service stuff.
Everything, but still yet. I would love to roll up to a gas station and not have to get out.
Just maybe back in the day, there used to be a guy that would pump your gas, full service.
Right now, they're looking at you like, "Oh, I'm just had to get this trash."
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just trying to pick up this trash.
You're like, but it's broken. That's not my department.
I gotta do with that part now.
I'll call
somebody inside.
I'll call the guy. When I get back inside. When that is, I'll call the guy.
But I got 2 more bags to get.
Yeah, so who knows how long that's gonna take.
What's the last movie you seen?
Last movie that I've seen.
Theater movie, I should say.
See, you put me on the spot.
Netflix, but,
theater movie. Tenet.
Right.
Tenet. No, Empire Strikes Back. Like they
But
released.
did you see Tenet?
I did see Tenet.
How was it? I didn't get to see it.
I liked it.
I didn't get to see it.
I got to see it there's a theater like right here by my house, behind the mall, and I saw it in that theater, and I was like the only person in the theater. It's just me.
Columbia?
No, not Columbia. I think they're closed now.
They are.
They're part
All the
of
Regal.
Yeah.
Are closed.
No, this is an AMC theater.
Oh, okay. It's the one. Okay, right across the street.
Yeah, from the mall.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And it was just me, and so it was cool. I liked it.
So you were well protected. You didn't...
Yeah, social distance. It was just me in the theater, reclined in my heated seat.
That was it.
I was like, this is the way to watch a movie.
That is one of the things that it's so crazy because nothing else I worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Movie theater, they hurt my heart. It's kind of like a missing piece of my world now because the theaters. And then they were open for a brief moment.
Yep.
And they shut them right back down. I was like.
The next, I think maybe like 2 weeks later, I took Noah to see they re-released Empire Strikes Back. And so that's like the last theater.
Oh, okay.
Even though I've seen the movie like a trillion
right.
times, but like he had never seen it on the big screen, so I took him. So yeah, but other than that, everything I've been watching is like streaming.
Yeah, the same here.
So I feel like there was a Quentin Tarantino movie I saw recently, but maybe not.
I was about to say he had a movie.
Well, you had that once upon a time in Hollywood with like Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pitt and what's the other dude? There's another guy. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Drawing a blank. Yeah, whatever.
So, yeah.
I forgot that was his movie.
Yeah, but I thought Tenet was really good, and I was like, I didn't know that like the protagonist is Denzel Washington's son.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty.
He sounds like him.
Well, after I found it out, it's like you look at him and you're like, I can see
right.
that's your dad.
But the thing about it is he looks more like his mom, but sounds like his dad. And the funny, because was it Black Klansman?
I haven't seen.
He was in that. He was the star of that, and he was on the phone. At first, I didn't see him. I had my back turned or something, and I heard the voice. I'm like, is that Denzel? My daughter was like, no, this is another guy. And I turned around. I'm like, that's his son, because he was also in Ballers with The Rock.
Okay.
He is a show on HBO called Ballers.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen.
He played a football player in that show. That's where I first saw him, which was years ago.
Okay.
And then he started doing movies or whatnot. And so when it got to him doing the Black Klansman, and then I saw the movie Tenet. Tenet looks more, even though the Black Klansman was based on an actual black officer who infiltrated the KKK. It had comical parts to it. So Tenet seemed like it was a more serious, dramatic thing.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I want to see it. I never got to see it. That's nice.
So it might be interesting to see a version of it where they've put in a laugh track. Like don't change anything, just throw in a
laugh here and there.
Yeah, like someone like says something and like looks back, but put a laugh track. Like there's a joke, imply there's a joke there, but there's not.
Yeah, now we have to find ways now. It's like our new normals. So for me, I'm just on TV trying to find something I want to see.
Halfway interesting.
And you can't. It's all boring now to me. All of it's boring to me now.
Have you watched The Mandalorian at all?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that one.
I like that show.
So is that Yoda? Or is that like just a relative?
I guess it's a relative. I don't know. I got some weird feeling that I think it's like a clone or some sort of secret Empire project.
Yeah, because for me, I'm thinking that this is supposed to be a backstory, right? Like
no, this is
after.
This is after Return of the Jedi, but before all of those like
new ones,
the Rey movies.
Okay.
With Rey Skywalker. You know what I'm talking about.
With Rey. Are you talking about? So the old movies, which were like the beginning movies.
Yeah.
But not the actual movies that portrayed the beginning before the old ones.
No. So the prequels are over here with Anakin. And then
okay.
Then there's Luke.
Okay.
And then there's Rey.
Okay.
They happen between Luke and Rey.
Okay.
They pick up in some time on I don't know.
In between.
Yeah.
In the middle.
Yeah. After they blew up the Death Star again. So.
Okay. All right. Because I was thinking that was like before.
No.
Like Luke and what's the chick's name?
Princess Leia.
Leia. There you go. I was about to say Lana. See. But yeah, I thought it was like before that. Okay, so.
Nope, it's after that.
I was like, oh, look at baby Yoda.
But
did.
I do think it's cool that I'm not gonna be able to remember this guy's name.
The guy that plays him?
No, not the guy that plays him, but the guy that plays the Imperial officer that was at the end of the last movie. He was also from Breaking Bad. He played.
Okay, so I haven't watched Breaking Bad.
What? You haven't watched Breaking Bad?
Nope.
You need to watch it.
Because that's like people think you need to watch Better Call Saul. Who?
Yeah, you watch. Yeah.
Right. See, so
you should. They're really good.
I heard. This is like Walking Dead. I got into it, got right back out.
Oh, I finally got caught up on Walking Dead during quarantine.
That's how everybody's catching up with everything. You have nowhere to go, so you just sit at home.
Yep. I was like, Rick's not in it, but Daryl's still there. And Negan.
Oh, is he? See?
Yeah.
I thought he would have been dead.
No, Negan's still around.
Still there with the baddie.
Mm-hmm. No, well, he wasn't there with the bat, but he either found the bat or made a new bat.
I'm lost.
But yeah, before that I hadn't seen it since they killed Glenn, and I was like, oh.
That was sad for me. I was sad when he died.
Yeah.
It was more of how he died. I was like, oh my god, that's a real horrible death.
Made a great Dave Chappelle bit on Saturday Night Live though. That whole scene with.
Glad I didn't watch that.
Oh no, it was comical.
Oh, was that it? I don't watch it anymore.
You don't watch clips? There's clips?
No.
Oh my goodness. What about Jimmy Fallon? You watch his clips? No. Oh my goodness. Well then, this concludes the interview. She's got to get up out of my house.
I used to when they would put them on Facebook or whatever. Like I would watch them then, but like I don't just go back and see them.
I don't mess with other websites. You know, I just do Facebook. That's the one.
I don't mess with a lot of stuff. So.
All right, I guess I have to start like posting on Facebook. Like, check out Jimmy Fallon's clip. Nikki, like, tag you in it, and you might see it.
I'm like, oh, there it is.
Thanks.
That's what he was talking about. Thanks. And see, like, usually, if I watch that one, then I would go to another one. You know, I'll watch them like that. I would catch up like that. But I haven't seen them, so they haven't been on my timeline. So, like, I don't really go hunting.
You're like, I let anything good come to me.
That's how it's supposed to work. All the good stuff comes to me. I can sit here and wait for it. That's how it works.
No hunt. You're like, I have no questions that need answering that bad. no existential questions over here.
None. None at all.
If they get answered, it's because the answer came to me. I ain't gonna look for it.
Not look for anything.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
You're like, I don't chase people or answers. Now I understand why your life is drama free.
Because you're not doing anything. Not talking to anyone. You're not doing anything. Then what the hell are you doing? Just sitting in my room.
Published. Yeah, you're getting you're getting books published there. You are doing something.
Right. I mean, you know, I'm trying.
Yeah.
But
I think that's how we all are. It's like trying my best.
At my point, at the where I am now, by me having kids and grandkids, I'm like, I don't want to be at home, but that's where my computer is, and I have to finish writing. And if I shut my door, it does not matter because someone's gonna say, and then turn the knob and come in. They don't wait for me to say come in.
Yeah.
They say, Mom, did I say come in? But I mean, I had not. But you didn't wait for me to say come in.
Yeah, that was the part.
Like you missed a step. Let's try it again.
You go out and knock.
Right.
You're not saying nothing. Exactly.
Right. Stay out. She did it one. My older daughter did it one time. I locked the lock. She's talking about, Mom. She's shaking the door. I'm like, Mom, come back in an hour.
Yeah. Just need just one. Just
That's
the one.
And usually I don't need that many hours to write in a day. It's just if I have that,
Yeah, you do got to make time for it.
Right, and you do. And see, like, I can't do it for 8 hours sitting at a computer. That's not gonna work for me. Sometimes I'll sit down, look at the screen, and I'll turn my light off and get right back up.
You're like,
I'm not up for it right now.
Yeah, a little more writer's block than I thought.
I'm not up for it right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's interesting, to do.
I feel that way about practicing. Where it's like, you look at the bass looks back at you. You look at the bass and it looks back at you. And it kind of gives you that, like, you need to pick me up and practice vibe.
We're talking about practice.
Yeah, not even like playing a gig or doing, it's like.
Right.
You're like,
you need it.
You're like, I don't know, my hands kind of, it's getting a little old, the hands kind of hurt a little bit. I don't know what practice.
Yeah, like, take some Tylenol and pick me up and play.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, your talent is a talent. You do have to do that to keep it.
Yeah, it's a perishable skill.
Right.
For sure.
Because if you don't play in a while, you forget.
Yeah.
Not everything, but you'll miss a step or two.
Yeah, or it's just sloppy. Instead of instead of eating, you're like eating and spilling your Chef Boyardee like all over the
Drop it all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't want that.
So
yes, you definitely need to practice.
I know it. I've been practicing with other people though. That counts, right?
I mean, that counts.
Okay,
but
all right.
Still, you just trying to make it seem like you've been practicing at all. We know that you have to practice.
Yes, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
Mm-mm-mm.
It is something you have to do. I wish I was one of those players that like didn't have to do that, and
there are people that don't have to do that.
I don't know. It seems like looking in. You're like, wow, look at all that talent and no work.
But that's just that's what they show you.
Yeah, well, no, that's true.
Right, they don't show you they're up at 4 a.m. still trying to get one little.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably like, oh my gosh, you wrote this book, and you're like, yeah, like.
Yeah, it took me some months to write it. Yeah.
Yep, I know it. It comes with everything. I go through these phases where I really like to be really regimented about practice, and then I don't.
Right.
And then I do, and then I kind of do, and then I'm back to don't.
It sounds like me when I sit down and get right back up.
But one thing to remember, though, I try to remember this, is like, I also like raising 2 kids, also working full time.
You have to do the other things.
And
those are actually priority.
Yeah, and it's also like a non-musical job. Like I had to go after my divorce. Like I had to go learn a whole new. You know what I mean? It's like I didn't know anything about law before that, so I had to go like learn a whole new thing and like. So,
oh wow!
So it's like you're pushing all of this stuff forward, like your whole life. It's not just like I noodle on guitar all day,
Like you got time to practice, but then say no, I'm not gonna do it, and then say yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Well, it's like I had to work up. We woke up early, get the kids to school, and which is like it's its own thing. It's not
like a rock star life where playing music is your life, like that is your profession.
No.
You and then like if you're living the rock star life, then someone else is picking your kids up and sending them to school, or they have tutors. So I mean,
no, that's
because they're on the road with you. But I mean.
And my kids are like at the point where it's like they're getting the stuff that I can't even like tutor them about anymore, like algebra. I'm just like I did that to get through that.
Right, like I only had one. My daughter's like, Mom, I got something. I'm like, you know what? I only had one math class in 4 years of college, and that was it. I didn't need that. So what makes you think I can help you now?
Yeah. So their mom's side of the family is like really good at math, and so I'm like, let's text mommy. Let's just text her let's see if we got the right answer.
Matter of fact, let's go ahead and take a picture of this whole page.
Oh, I've done that. I'd be like, hey,
what's this?
Heads up, what is this?
What?
She's like, she's like, you need a tutor. And I'm like, just help us. Just help us out. Come on. It's already 9 p.m.
Stop being difficult. Not difficult. Stop being difficult.
Difficult.
Just give us the answer.
No, don't. Just check our answer.
That too.
Yeah.
But if we don't have it, give it to us.
We made the attempt. We just.
Matter of fact, show your work. They tell your kids to show the work.
Yeah.
Show your work so we can understand how you got it.
I also want to
Then
make
we don't have
sure.
to call you anymore.
Yeah, I want to make sure I got my work right too.
That's how it works.
You know, it's like, look, honey, if you got like a science question or an English question, you know, something like that, I'm your guy.
I can help. Yeah.
You know, you want to do a book report, or you know, you need to turn one page of material.
Book reports anymore.
You know what? I don't know. Not like they haven't had the summer reading the way I had summer reading. They haven't had that yet.
Cause like my daughter's a sophomore, and I remember having book reports in 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And so that just made me think. My daughter hasn't said anything about a book report.
Yeah.
At all.
I don't know that I had book reports in 9th grade. That's probably what's wrong with me now.
I had them. I had them in 9th grade all the way up to, college or whatever. But it was just like, high school was where you started that kind of stuff. And so, like, it seems like now they're dumbing it down because the kids are dumb, or they're dumbing it down because, look, the parents are dumb and we can't help them. So,
that's what it is.
Hard.
They're like,
we're not going to do it. We're not going to help them with that.
Those teachers are like, I taught their parents. So I know.
So we're just gonna skip this.
Yeah.
we're not gonna put this in the curriculum for this year.
Yeah. This isn't gonna be your thing. I can already tell you that.
So yeah, I mean, that's why I was like, that's kind of strange because normally kids start having book reports when you're in high school, so they'll know how to write them for college.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that either.
No, I didn't really like writing book reports, but I was really good at making one page into like 5 pages.
You know how to stretch it, eh?
Yeah, be like, hey, you know. And then you just
right.
And furthermore, and it's like
you definitely elaborated a lot, huh?
Double space, size 12 font, you know.
Try to do 12 and a half, see if they'll notice.
Yeah.
Make it a little bigger. You can't do 14 because they're definitely going to notice.
Yeah.
But yeah, 12 font. Good God.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was very good at writing book reports.
Not my thing.
I used to get paid to write them.
See, I should have done that. Then I probably would have been more encouraged. I'm just doing it.
The money encourages you.
Just doing it for me. I don't need to write a book for it. I don't
care about my grades. Who cares? Money. Hey, not that.
Now you're speaking my language.
Well, see, it started. My boyfriend at that time in college, his friend needed a book report written, but he needed the next day. And
your boyfriend was like,
I would help him with his reports.
Mm-hmm.
And so he told his friend, he was like, well, let me see if Nikki can help because she helps me with mine. So he brings me the paper, and I'm looking at him like, wasn't even a class that I was taking or had ever taken. Mm-hmm. So I was looking, I'm like, okay. But, book reports are basically you skimming the book. You pretty much summarizing what you read.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You just have to put it in order.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all you're doing. Basically putting in order what you read out of the book. And he was like, I said, so when do you need this? He was like, tomorrow. Tomorrow? He was like, yeah. I said, you do know it's like 5:30 because it was around about 5 o'clock. I'm like, it's like 5:30 now. What time do you need it tomorrow? And he was like, by the end of the day. Okay, well, I can probably work with that because by the end of the day, it would give me actually 24 hours.
Yeah.
So from 5 to 5. I'm like, okay, then I'll do it. And he was like, he said, I'm paying you now. I said, no. I said, you pay me after you get your grade. I said, so if you get an A, I want $150. If you get a B or whatever, then you can give me $100. I'm like, because for one, this is last minute. So I got $150.
Oh, well, good.
Right. I mean, it didn't take long because the teacher asked for like a 20-page paper. That's where it was like, I think it was between 5 to 10 pages. And that was including the word side page, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, and that's how I started because he told other people about me writing their papers.
You put that on the refrigerator.
Right.
I made this A.
Look, Mom, I got an A.
Yeah.
Did you really get the A, or did somebody else get it for you?
Mom was like, this looks like it was written by a woman. Just saying.
I'm just saying right now.
I can understand it.
The words are spelled correct.
The grammar is correct.
Yeah. But I mean, I started doing that on the side, helping people. But sometimes I was like, no, I'm not doing it, because some people you just know if you write a paper for them, they're gonna get busted because the teacher already knows
you don't
how
write
they
like
talk.
yeah, you don't talk like that.
There's no way you wrote this. There's no way you wrote this paper, because I work with you every day. There's no way you wrote this paper. So like some people are like, nope. And I'll dumb it down. you might be able to get an A, but you might get a B, B plus, C, something like that.
I guess that's a skill in and of itself, being able to be like, this is a B. Here you go.
I get, because you do misspellings and little pieces here and there that it's pretty much that's how you have to do it. That's how I had to do it. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Excuse me again. Dang. Yeah, there's a. Yeah, I left a lot of mistakes in there, so they know it's you. Yeah.
I spelled the THA like you like to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's like, please bring me another one of your own works so I can.
Check it.
Okay. No, you can't.
That would have actually came in handy. Do you have any papers that you wrote before?
Yeah. I made a C on it. Perfect.
Look a little similar, so they'll know that it's probably you that wrote this. Eventually, I had to stop because my literature teacher, she found out that I was writing papers.
Of course.
She was like, "You need to stop."
Who would have thought you would have gotten busted after a while of doing things you weren't supposed to do? Who would have thought?
She was like, "You need to stop," because I've seen 2 of your papers come across my desk.
She was like, I knew it was you.
And then she knew it was me because of my writing style. And I said, okay.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, man, but I hear you.
But then from then on, I just never took any more papers from R.A. Williams' literature class. No, I can't write for you in that class. She knows my writing. She's actually who helped me start to write, now. So,
yeah,
I can't.
She's like, I've read enough of your stuff. I know it's you.
So yeah.
Yeah,
But any kids don't do that. I mean, they sell them online now, but
I'm so far removed from all of that.
yeah, I'm done with school.
So.
I was like, everybody, we want to get my master's, and we want to get another master's, and we want to get this, and I'm like, sitting over here with my ye old bachelor's.
Yeah.
I tried for the master's, but I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's not for me.
Yeah, my ye old bachelor's of a degree that I'm not even sure that they teach as a degree. It's like everything you learned how to do in college, you can now do on your phone.
Basically, it brings us right back full circle to the phone.
Yeah.
The phones are going to be the death.
Yeah, I remember when I was in college, the digital camera had just come out, and it had like a gig of picture space. And everyone was really amazed.
Oh yeah, I get 40 pictures on here.
Yeah, and your phone's like 15,000 and counting. Like
I have over 3,000 pictures in my phone.
oof.
And I've been trying to delete, but I can't for some reason.
It's there's several apps for that.
I'm afraid my pictures will get out in the apps.
Oh.
Well, no, it's not bad pictures.
Oh yeah, hey.
They're not bad pictures. I'm just saying, it's just a lot of pictures that I've held on to, and even though, like, some of the pictures that I have on my phone are actually on social media, where I could probably go back and take them if I want to, but that just ends up right back on my phone, so I'll just keep them.
Makes sense.
I just have to, when I go through another bad breakup, I just take all the pictures of him out. Which I did. I did do that. That did free up some space.
Yeah. Now when you go into the next one, be like, I'm not even taking these.
I don't even want your picture.
When we hit the 2-year mark, I might start wanting to document.
What do you have?
I have plenty of first 2 years of relationship pictures.
Well, what do you have when I call? The little poo emoji.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's you again.
It's you again.
Love you too.
I really don't have him as a poo emoji. Not anymore.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm sure he's happy to have leveled up to not being poo.
So he didn't know he was a poo emoji.
Oh.
Not this time, anyway.
And
The last guy knew he was a poo emoji.
Just you. Yeah.
Oh, poo emoji.
He gets a bad rap.
He does. Because at one point I thought that was ice cream.
I think everybody did at first. Like happy, just like they thought this was praying.
What is it?
It's high five.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
And he still uses praying hands.
I do too.
So if you type in prayer, like if you type it on your
I don't know.
phone,
Maybe
that's
maybe
what comes
that
up.
I don't know. I saw it years ago what it really was, but
okay.
it may, maybe like language, and now it's the meaning has changed.
They might have changed it.
Yeah.
Cause like when I type in, if I say like, if somebody says someone passed, I'm like, I'm praying for you, whatever, the little hands will come up.
Well, maybe it's changed. Yeah, maybe it's now
Possibly.
it is.
Did you see the Emoji Movie?
I feel like I did see that,
Where
but I can't. Like Picard was in it, right?
Patrick Stewart. He was
Yeah.
the poo. He was the dad.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did see
And
that.
it was so funny. He was, they were coming out of the bathroom, him and his little son. And they had tissue on his foot or something. I just thought it was so hilarious. For them to even just go there. And this is a kid's movie.
Mhm.
I was like, you know what? The kids get it.
Yeah.
That's not chocolate. That's not ice cream. What is it? That's poop. Oh, okay, we'll see. The adults, we didn't think of that first.
Yeah.
We thought, oh, ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No.
You don't want to lick that.
No, not at all.
Ah.
That's funny. Well,
Yeah.
we've been at it for a while.
I know you don't have a clock up. What do you?
I can barely see this one over the light.
So that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's right. I think.
Okay. So it's 3:45.
Not bad.
But then I got here late too. Traffic is a killer.
Where were you coming from?
Turbyville.
Derbyville. How far is that from here?
That is an hour or so from here.
Wow. Towards Lawrence?
Like going to Myrtle Beach.
Uh huh.
That way. Like you go to, you didn't hear about the little speed trap town?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh. Is that near Lake City?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, that's why I came from Turbyville today.
Hey, so you do. How far is the beach for you?
Probably about 70 miles.
Okay.
It's actually about the same amount of time for me to get here than it is to get there. So it's probably about equal out.
Okay.
So either way, I'm kind of like in the middle if you look at it like that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
how I drive anyway. So
So that's probably saving you a lot of money to edit from home.
it is. Because that first month or so,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I still got money.
What is this? What is this?
And I thought about it. Oh yeah, it's because I haven't having to put $20 in the tank just about every other day.
Every other day.
That's and then jobs don't realize when you go probably above and past beyond what you're supposed to do for them. So I don't even say anything now. Well, I didn't say anything then.
Like some.
When I moved back home, I didn't even say anything. I didn't even say anything about me moving. I just kept going. Then one day I was running real late. I was like, I don't live in Columbia anymore.
By the way.
You're coming from where? I'm like, it's gonna take me about an hour to get there.
That's not even in our viewing area.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Turbyville?
My mom gets it. Yeah.
Oh, she does?
She lives right across the street from me. So yeah.
The signal might stop crossing the street.
It might. I'm like, I don't even watch the shows.
I don't even get it here. WIS.
Really?
Mm-mm. On the digital antenna thing. Nope. I get the LTX.
Okay.
But I don't get
So I get the LTX.
the LTX. I'm old now. I get to say stuff like that. The LTX.
On the YouTubes.
Yep. I put an S on everything. When I turned 40, I got my packet in the mail. Things you could do. Yeah. And I was like, I've been waiting for this.
I got the primes and all.
Walmart. Targets.
There's more than one. There's more than one.
So yeah, everything's plural to me now. I live in a plural world.
Look, I'm limited too, except my bank account is singular.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that won't be plural.
My dollar. Dollar.
What happened to the S? It fell off.
Yeah.
What made you think it's gonna stay?
You don't spell dollar singular with an S. But you do everything else with an S.
Not that.
Not that.
Not that. X my bills. See, there you go. That's why it's $1 left.
$1.
Boy, that's it.
Ain't no change. Just $1.
I mean, even if it's change, it's still $1. 4 quarters.
Then the bank's gonna charge me $2 for every.
That annoys me still. You can charge me for holding my money.
I'm with the credit union, so.
At Navy Federal.
You have like a limit that you can go over. Then after that limit, it's like. So, luckily, I stayed in the limit.
Stay in the green.
Yeah.
Stay in the green here. You go in the red, we can't help you, sir.
Yeah. No.
Don't need anything important.
Yeah, I don't think do cards. I don't have any credit cards anymore.
Neither
but do they? You reach the limit, it stops, right? It's not just like
it will say decline.
Oh yeah.
and that's what the little machines do now. Oh, you telling me no?
No, that's the approved. There are some that are like that. That it's like.
And you have to look.
Yeah.
Wait. Why
am I getting
a
negative sound but a positive word? It says approved, but it sounds.
Or if you don't pull your card out at the right time.
Yeah, the ones at CVS are the most annoying though because they have the do-it-yourself, checkout.
Right.
And you can scan and be like $3.95.
You took all your business.
Yeah. Enjoying that diet soda? You're like, come on, man.
Could you stop telling my business, please? Thank you. You just got always. Don't
$13.95 extra value pack. It's like,
check. Do you have the blind disabled register? Like,
yeah.
Is this the one that's supposed to tell you?
Yeah. No. All of them
all
do
of
that.
them do it
for your convenience.
That is not helping me at all.
Yeah.
Just reminding me I'm giving you my money.
Yeah. $3.97. Like, oh, come on.
Come on, are you enjoying your diet soda?
Can we interest you in some other weight loss? You're like, come on.
No, I'm checking out now.
I haven't rung up my chocolate yet, okay?
Let me be fat and happy.
Yeah.
Die.
While you're here, do you want to check your blood sugar at our clinic?
Does it do all that?
No.
I was about to say. God, I'm never going through one of those. Because I do have high blood pressure. They know me.
Yeah.
But computers, they communicate with one another.
Yeah. You have blood pressure medicine on your timeline.
And that's probably what's going to happen.
And because you mentioned it near my phone, I'm going to have it too. Don't forget to tell your friend about this high blood pressure.
Then you're going to go to the doctor. Well, Alan,
Were you talking about? Were you talking about having high blood pressure? We got an alert.
We got an alert.
And then the alert also said you laughed about it afterwards, which is not cool because it's a silent killer.
It's a silent killer. It almost killed me. Trust me, I
know.
know.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
It will kill you.
It really is. It's bad though. We have so much going on. You just drop dead because of something you don't know you have.
Yeah, that's funny. Turns out he had that thing that he didn't know he had.
Turns out he was suffering from clogged arteries.
Yeah.
Who would have thought all that cheese he was eating didn't contribute to that?
Dang.
But
I like cheese.
I like cheese too. Probably why I got the high blood pressure.
Yeah. I think we just answered our own questions. That'll be my medical consultant fee.
I'm sorry. Again, go back to that dollar. I don't have any more dollars to hand out.
I got to figure out how to bill insurance.
Cigna.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we were talking, and I gave her some advice. So
my daughter wants to be a psychiatrist. I told her, go ahead and charge them people $3.80 a pop an hour just to listen to their problems. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And I'm like, I said, so are you gonna be able to write prescriptions? She was like, oh yeah, I can do that too, ain't it? Yeah, but see, there's two different types now. There's one that you just talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have a more accelerated problem, you push them off on someone who probably can prescribe them something.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to be able to prescribe them something, then it takes a little bit more work.
There's
You got to know what drugs you give these
there's,
people.
There's probably a level, and you're like, I'm not qualified any longer. I need to refer you out
to the next person,
the
right? So somebody who can really help you.
Yes.
This is more advanced.
Than my previous studies would have.
But you know what? I didn't know that though. I didn't know that there was. I thought all psychiatrists could prescribe medication.
No,
I
all.
realized that they don't.
I think all forms of work have some way to pass the buck.
Right, and I think that may be it. That definitely may be it.
Well, it wasn't my fault. I referred them out to. So what's his name?
I didn't give them the drugs.
Yeah.
They gave them the drugs. Yeah. I'm not the reason why you're on opioids. That's their reason, their problem.
Yeah.
I just referenced you.
Yeah.
I figured you need more help.
Just on from my clinical study.
From the experience that I've had.
Yeah.
I can't help you with that.
Yeah.
But, that was I thought that was crazy.
Yeah. All right. It's like almost 4:00,
Mm-hmm.
and my dog is barking.
That's the alarm.
Yeah. He's like, wrap it up.
That's why I stand there.
Yeah, I'm getting the signal from the dog.
It's time to cut it short. I want to come back inside.
Go to commercial. Go to commercial. Go to commercial.
I miss doing that too.
Yeah, you don't have to do that no more, do you?
Right. They just get in their ear. Rap. I don't think you do that anymore. Because of it being automated or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You just hit the button and it cuts them off.
So you got clip mics with that, huh?
I think now that the way they have it set up, that they probably run into a lot more clip mics maybe. I don't know. It depends on who's doing it because like I know Shalanda and Kia and the ones that actually trained on it.
Mm-hmm.
They know a little bit more about how not to clip mics because like the way you go in and code or whatever,
mm-hmm.
it either turns the mic off or on.
Yeah.
And so like now, the anchors have to know when to stop. So like, read your part, and that's it. Don't elaborate. Don't keep going. Just read what's on the script, because your mic is gonna go off when I have to go to the other anchor.
Yeah.
So it's all kinds of stuff. I trained on it too, but I didn't make it. The Lord knew.
The Lord knew. He's like, you just need to write.
Just write. you just edit this video, girl, and
get back to writing.
Right, and then that's all we need you to do.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, it's good that you can listen.
Right. I mean, like I learned a good bit, but I just didn't move as fast as they needed me to. So, I mean, I still know a little bit.
Yeah. You still got a job too, so.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Always keep our jobs.
But yeah. So.
Well, good. Well, Nikki, thanks for being on.
Thank you very
I
much.
almost forgot that
I
was there.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right, because I got looking at the camera probably three or four times. That's about it.
Yeah.
But
That's cool though.
yeah.
It's like what I wanted it to be.
Was the dog at the door?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard it.
No, he likes to sit there on the steps and bark at whatever.
Everything.
Yeah, until he gets attention.